What about now? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
That's great. So could you please say that again? What is your name?
So I'm Shruti. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, in America, and currently I am a medical student studying to become a doctor. And I do Cambly part time when I'm free. And so my classes are usually conversation based. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Okay.
So my name is Richard. I am a student here on Cambly. I've been studying here for over a year, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm from Brazil. I live in São Paulo in a city called Guarujá.
Um,
So
that's
I think
good.
that's my introduction.
Yeah, that's
And so you told me that's great. So are you studying to be a doctor?
yes. So right now I am in my third year of medical school, and I want to specialize in neurology. So
Mm,
studying, yeah. So any disorders of the brain, I want to
that
focus on. Yeah. Hmm.
that's great. That's really great. And what was your journey to becoming a medical student? So is there a reason behind it? Why made you to follow this profession?
Okay. So when I was younger, like I actually wanted to become an actress, but
Oh, really?
didn't know how to, I don't know how to act at all. I am a very bad actress. So, like I did several plays and shows in school, but I just I'm so bad at acting. But then eventually, like as I grew older, I started liking science and anatomy, biology more. So then I decided to go into this field. And then
Mm,
also like so I do research on Alzheimer's disease, and my grandfather he actually had Alzheimer's. So he
I
also,
see.
yeah, he also inspired me to like study more in the field. Yeah.
My grandmother has it as well. You
Oh
know,
wow. Okay.
she has Alzheimer, and it's so sad, right?
Yeah,
Because she doesn't recognize me and my brother, my parents. So
mhm.
it's a terrible disease, isn't it?
It is. It's very terrible. Yeah. So my research basically so you can inherit the disease, right, from like your parents, grandparents. So what my research does is that we try to see like at what age can you identify if someone has inherited. Because you can't like break down someone's DNA and find like, oh, this person will have Alzheimer's at this age. So yeah, my research is trying to find like the earliest age and how you can control it before it worsens and gets bad.
Mm, that's so interesting. So I don't know a lot about that, but um, is it related to the DNA or, for example, because a lot of people say that if we do exercises, if we have a great, if you have a healthy diet,
Mhm.
it can help us to not have Alzheimer.
Mhm.
So is that true?
Yes. So yeah. So it is related to your DNA, but if you can control, let's say like eating less processed foods, like yeah, controlling your diet and eating less fatty foods, then that can also prevent Alzheimer's. It's still in your genes, but it can prevent it. Like genes get turned on and off, right? So
I see.
certain environmental factors can turn on specific genes. So even like with cancer, like some cancers are hereditary. So let's say if your father has colon cancer, you're able to get colon cancer as well. But if you control
Mm,
your diet and everything, then those specific genes won't get turned on. So yeah,
that's great.
yeah. So you can definitely like do exercise, control your diet. With Alzheimer's, if you meditate, it also prevents the onset of the symptoms. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, meditation.
So that's great. Meditation, that's great.
Mhm.
Uh, I've heard that when we meditate, we can feel, we can understood ourselves, what's going on
Mhm.
in our minds, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you meditate?
Yeah, so I try to meditate every day like for like 30 minutes. Like I used to do it for an hour, but now that I have like limited time because So I'm a third year medical student and I do clinicals, right? So in hospitals. And because of the coronavirus, we're required to go in at any time that they call us, anytime they need us. So I don't really have time, but I try to make like 30 minutes every day to meditate and usually I do like I listen to ocean waves.
Oh, I see. That's great.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
relaxing,
it's
isn't
very
it?
relaxing, yeah, because I have like trouble sleeping sometimes at night, so I like meditate before I sleep. Yeah, it helps me.
Mm,
Yeah.
I see. My girlfriend does
Uh-huh.
as well. She sometimes have problems, to sleep.
Uh-huh.
She takes a long time to fall asleep,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's not good at all,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah. And if you don't have dreams, it's even worse. Because when you have dreams, that means you're like being well rested. Your brain is well rested. But if you
That's not.
Yeah, if you don't experience dreams, I mean, you might experience dreams, you don't remember them, but like if you like actually don't remember any dreams at all for a long period of time, that means you're not getting enough rest. Yeah.
Yes, and it's so interesting. I majored in electrical engineering,
Mhm.
so that's great. And my graduation party was canceled because of what,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm so sad, But health, it has to be more important, right? So yeah, so I am at home. I was working out as well at the gym, but I had to stop as well. So, yes, I can't be around people, a lot of people. So you know what?
Mhm.
And yeah, so I have been studying English more. So
Good. I mean, at least you have like for me, so I work like three jobs, right? So I work at a hospital.
do you
I
work 3 jobs?
Yeah, including Cambly. So Cambly is also one of my jobs that I do. So
Okay.
I study in college for medical school, and then that is online now because they shut down the college. But I also do rotations at a hospital, and then I work at a pharmacy that dispenses medications, and then I do Cambly, right? But now that like coronavirus is going around, I don't work at the pharmacy anymore, and I don't go to school. So mostly I spend my time at the hospital, which is even more risky because I have to see
Yeah.
patients with coronavirus, like I have to attend patients with coronavirus. And it's just scary. It's like people my age. I know like two students from my university has gotten the disease, and it's just sad to see them in that condition. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Maybe,
terrible.
yeah, they
Do you have to wear
Yeah,
face mask?
yeah. I have
Face
to
mask?
wear a face mask, a suit, goggles, everything. Yeah, before going in, I have to do everything. And like they were supposed to graduate this year as well, and so everything is pushed back. Like for us, university is shut down, right, for the rest of the semester. So whoever didn't finish like their lab hours, we have like labs for like what do you call it, science majors, and their lab hours are pushed back until summer, so they can graduate in August now instead of May. Yeah,
I see.
which is really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And but besides Cambly, do you know how to speak another language besides English?
Yeah, so I'm actually Indian. So I can speak. So I'm right now learning how to speak Spanish because I have a lot of patients that speak Spanish. So I'm learning on the side. I also speak Hindi and
Hindi?
Gujarati. Yeah, Hindi is like
Yeah.
the main language of India, but Gujarati is like the dialect where my parents are specifically from in India. So it's kind of
That's
like
nice.
I don't know how to compare it, but it's kind of like Spanish and Portuguese. You know how like Portuguese speaking people they can understand Spanish, like Spanish people
Yeah.
don't really
I
understand.
see. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But were you born in the United States?
Yes, I was born in America. Yeah. Hmm.
I see. That's great because it was like she has a great accent.
Yeah.
How come?
Yeah. So I was born here. My parents, one of my mother was born here as well. So my father, he was born in India. Yeah. Hmm.
I see.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great.
yeah.
Did your parents used to speak with you in English or in Hindi?
And okay, so my parents, so my dad, he prefers to speak in like, so we don't speak Hindi in at home. We speak Gujarati, the dialect at home, but he prefers to speak in English, right? And my
Oh, I
mom,
see.
she usually speaks in Gujarati because she's like, you still need to know because if you don't practice it, then you'll forget like this language, right? So
Yeah.
it's like a fight every day at our house that like if my me and my sister if we're like when I go home if like we're speaking in English my mom would get mad at us because she's like you're not speaking in Gujarati you're not practicing it but you know I see where she's coming from but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I wanna practice my English every day.
yeah, practicing.
So
Yeah, like at least like you watch like movies and stuff. That also helps.
yes, I do. I
Yeah.
do. I do. I watch Everybody Hates Chris, Grey's Anatomy,
Oh wow.
related to your area, and yes, I know a few words related to medical things because of Grey's Anatomy. Yes, and also a couple of TV shows
Mhm.
that helps me to improve my English. So
Mhm.
that's great. That's great.
Mhm. Yeah. Like what I do, like to learn Spanish, I usually just watch shows in Spanish and then have English subtitles. So then I can like, correlate. But like for me, I've been trying to learn Spanish since like I was like what 18 years old, but it's been like what I'm like
Yeah,
25 now. It's been 7 years, and I still don't really know how to speak it fluently. But
you know, I am also studying Spanish, so
really,
as well as English.
oh,
Yes, but I'm not. I'm still a beginner
mhm,
in Spanish,
mhm,
so I'm giving my preference to English.
yeah,
So when I feel more comfortable, I'd like to start learning Spanish and to give my preference to that.
yeah,
But currently, only in English to be able to expand my vocabulary and have more variety of words.
yeah, for sure. So like, why? So for Spanish, is it harder for you than English, or is it like easier?
No, no, it's not. Spanish is easier than English.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have a couple of notes in Spanish, so I have been using the same method that I used in English.
Mhm.
So I have been learning easy sentences, for example, I drink, I eat, I drink water, and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And every single day I can learn more words, you know, a little bit,
Mhm.
and to be able to speak, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually like a really good skill to have, like to speak multiple languages. My dad actually wanted me to learn Mandarin, and I was like, that's way too far. Let me learn how to speak Spanish first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mandarin. Oh, I think it's really hard, isn't it?
We had so in my undergraduate, they had classes and stuff, and he got mad at me for not taking that instead of taking Spanish, and I was like, I'm not gonna see a lot of patients, that are gonna speak only Mandarin. Like I'm gonna see more patients that are only gonna speak Spanish instead. So I don't know, but yeah.
Alright. Do you intend to move to a Spanish-speaking country one day?
I don't intend to move, but like, for sure. Have you heard of Doctors Without Borders? So
Yes, I
I
do.
do plan on
I have. I have.
working with that program in the future after I finish like my fourth year, after I get like a residency program after that. Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's if I learn it, I have like all of majority of South America that like I can get placed into and like Latin America. So
Ye-
yeah.
yeah, as well as Africa, right?
Yeah, so they also have
So you can
programs in
go.
Africa, but like I did go like one time for one of my projects. I went to South Africa, but mostly they speak English there. But it's like it's hard for me to. I try to learn Afrikaans, but it was really hard for me. It was really difficult. But I mean, if I master Spanish, hopefully I can get into like Afrikaans after.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great to find someone who knows how to speak English fluently, who is a native speaker as you,
Yeah.
and also wanna learn other languages. Because a lot of people, I am a native speaker, I know how to speak English, I don't
Yeah.
need to learn any other language.
I mean, I think it's
So,
essential. Like with air travel and everything being possible, like there's so many like people coming from outside and so many mixtures of cultures. Like you have to like be able to interact with all these people, and like that's also one of my hobbies. To learn like about different cultures and stuff. So yeah. So one day,
yes,
hopefully,
that's good.
I'll get to learn Portuguese.
Yeah, you should probably learn Portuguese. It's great. And but besides studying, learning languages, going to hospitals and anything like that, what are your hobbies?
My hobby.
What do you like to do? Yeah,
Um,
when you have spare time.
uh, it's been a while since I did have spare. Since any spare time.
I know what I mean. Yeah, I also studied in college. I know what I
Yeah,
mean.
but usually I watch TV. Like I watch shows and stuff. Like I said, mostly I watch it in Spanish, so I can do like two in one. I'm like watching my show, but I'm also learning. But I also like to swim. I'm a good swimmer. Yeah. So yeah.
Really? That's
So
great.
I used to be a lifeguard at my university. Yeah, but then
Oh,
I didn't have time for it, so then I quit my job. But yeah,
oh, you're so multitasking.
yeah, yeah, it was. So yeah, I know how to swim. I learned how to skateboard. I know how to skateboard. Yeah. What
Mm,
about you? What's your other
yeah.
hobbies?
Okay, I love working out. As I told you, I love watching TV shows, playing soccer, going to the movies,
Mm.
and what else? But a lot of activities I can't do right
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
so I'm feeling a little bit
Yeah,
sad. And also study English. So I consider English a hobby. I don't consider it that I'm studying it. I feel like I think as I want to live English, I think I have to consider it a hobby, because I feel happy when I
yeah.
do it, when I study it and I'm talking in English. So
Mhm.
that's great.
But
That's great. So if I had more time on Cambly, for example, 2 hours every single day, I would use my
oh,
time without a doubt.
good. That's good. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like same with me. Like learning a language is also a hobby. I don't really like read stuff. I don't really spend a lot of time in like trying to learn Spanish, but for sure try to watch it. I read books if that counts. I like to read, but I don't like reading like fiction. I like reading like nonfiction, mostly like autobiographies, stuff like
Mm.
that. Yeah,
That's great. It's so
yeah,
motivational,
it is.
isn't
It
it?
is. It's like they've already done like the mistakes and stuff. All you have to do is like avoid those mistakes. But still, I'm bound to make mistakes in my life. But
Yeah, yeah. Make mistakes. It's part of the process,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
So we learn from
Yeah,
mistakes, right?
for sure. Yeah. But before that, I used to hate reading. I don't. I hate reading, but I tried to make.
Really?
Yeah, last year was my resolution to like start reading more books, and that's how I. Okay, looks
Mm,
like our time is up, but it was really nice
yeah,
meeting you. Good luck.
yeah. It was nice meeting you. I hope to talk to you again
For
to continue our conversation.
Good luck. Stay safe.
Thanks so much.
Stay
Have a
safe.
great night. You too. Bye.